My name's Susan Farquhar from Calla Property. I'm the Managing Director and the founder. And Calla Property helps our clients invest in property in a way that is as de-risked as possible through a very complex research methodology. One of the things I learned in business through the businesses that I've had for 25 years now is to fail early and fail often, because it's cheap. It doesn't cost you a lot, and it's not a lot of risk to your reputation either. One of the reasons why I started Calla Property is because I failed spectacularly in investment property when I was young. When I started to get back on my feet again, I really started to think about what were the factors that made a good investment property. Over the last 10 or 15 years, I've been perfecting a research methodology that incorporates 120 different checkpoints that need to be met before we'll accept a property. They follow three main points of research. The first part is the macro research, and it's the macro research that leads us to the city or the location. Factors like supply and demand, infrastructure, commitment, unemployment, economics, those sorts of things. Then we have the micro research, which leads us to the suburb, which is pretty much who wants to live there, what's it close to, and what are the amenities that you don't have to pay for by investing in that property. And then we do the due diligence and have a few other layers on top of that. So by the time a property gets into our portfolio, you can really be assured that it's going to be doing the right thing for you. And we match that with the strategy for wealth creation that you have. With Calla Property, I'm hoping to help my clients invest in property to ensure that they don't struggle through their lives, through changes in their lives, and certainly in retirement. When I was growing up, there was a change in my family circumstances from when I was 6. That meant that our life was pretty difficult a lot of the time. I saw my mum, who wasn't educated and didn't really know how to handle the resources that she had, really struggle with bringing up 2 children on her own. One of my aims with Calla Property is to ensure that my family and my friends, as well as my clients and their family and friends, aren't affected by the changes that life inevitably throws up at you. The things that I would say to budding entrepreneurs are, don't get stuck in the analysis phase, just get going. Do a little bit of research on where your product sits in the market or service, pricing, competitors and so forth, but just get started. You're really not going to understand your business until you start practicing it. The second thing is to make sure that the foundations of everything that you do is solid. From your purpose, from doing the business in the first place and the ethics that sit behind that, but also from basic technical and product, making sure that you hold all of that IP within the company. The other thing too is to have a really well-rounded business. Don't focus just on profits. Focus on the community that you operate within, the people that work for you, the people that you help. Are you helping anyone? Answer those questions, and then everything else will flow from that. Something that's very important to me is giving back to the community, whether that's through my employees' development, whether that's through the service that I give to my clients, or in a really more structured and obvious way, which is supporting a charity in Vietnam called the Children's Education Foundation. It was set up by an Australian woman who was over there researching a cookbook, and she realised that there are a lot of kids that could be educated fairly cheaply that would help break the cycle of poverty. Giving back to the community as well through mentoring, children or women or whoever your group is. I think that's also something that you can do really easily, and really it gives you so much in return.